Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be really new and it's probably messy. Pardon my French, but I really wanted to do a book boyfriends ranking tier because I keep seeing it everywhere, and the only way I could do it is to just share my screen and not show my face because I have an old computer. Also, I am technology challenged. So you're going to hear my voice as I hopefully do this correctly. If it's weird or wonky, please pardon my mess. It's chaotic. It's fine. Isn't this how it usually works with us, with me? I don't know, but I really wanted to do it, and the best way I could is to just do this. So we're gonna jump into the tier, or the tiers, I'm sorry, the tiers of that I set up. Also, if you hear squeaking, that's my old ass chair. Sorry. This is already not going very well, but we're just gonna go with it because that's life. First up is soulmate material. That is, I am with you, ride or die. Second is, I'll make it work. You have some issues, but we're gonna fix it. And then we're gonna get together. Third is the friend zone, and I like you, but only as a friend. I couldn't date you. And a fixer-upper, second to last, is you need a lot of work and I'm not going to do that for you. And then finally, absolutely not means it's never going to happen. No way, no how. Now, first up is Peeta Mellark from the Hunger Games trilogy. I'm going to say I'll make it work. I will definitely make it work for Peeta because I am Team Peeta. I am not Team Gale, and you can see that Gale is on this tier, and we'll see how that goes. It's not going to be great for people that are Team Gale, but Peeta is very cute. I am not a blonde guy type of person. I either like dark hair or red hair, but I'll make it work. I think he's very supportive. He is gentle and kind, but he will stand up when needed, and I think that is fantastic. And a guy, it's a good dichotomy to have. Now, next up is Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice, and he is soulmate material. He is perfection in a nutshell throughout the whole book. I'm not even going to say he started out as privileged. He has privilege, that is just a fact. But he learns that he is not the shit. And I appreciate that. And he changes his ways. He realizes that he is wrong, and then he gets it together. And I want that in not just a friend, but as a boyfriend, fiance, husband. Because if you can admit that you're wrong and then try to rectify that, then I know that you're going to be a fantastic person to be with, and also we're going to be a team. It's not one-sided. Next up is Jamie Fraser from Outlander series. And this is tough. A fixer-upper? Absolutely not. I'm going to go with absolutely not. Claire can have him. And I'm talking about the book Jamie Fraser. Now, he does some shit in the first 3 books that I do not like, and therefore it's not going to happen. Jamie is better in in the TV show, and I think even Diana Gabaldon, the writer, but especially Ronald Moore and the producers and the writers and all that stuff, realize that there's some problematic issues within the first 3 books, but you can even say the first 5 books as well. And so they're like, we're not going to do that in the show. But I would say if it was show Jamie, he would move up to a fixer-upper, but I'm not doing it with book Jamie. Now we have Hal from Hal's Moving Castle, and he is soulmate material. He is like Mr. Darcy in the fact that he is privileged. He's a little weird. And he thinks he's right, but then Sophie tells him off, and he's like, oh no, I'm not. Crap, I need to fix it. Calcifer does that, and he balances Hal out, but it's not enough, I think, because Calcifer is not a love interest, and Calcifer is not human either, and so there's this dichotomy between Hal and Sophie and Hal and Calcifer. It's just different. It's different relationship, and I think Sophie helps Hal see his bad behavior, and he's not going around killing people or anything like that, but he just needs to get it together. He's almost there, but he's not totally there, and sometimes you need someone else to say, you need to stop acting out, and you need to get it together. And instead of Hal saying, oh, absolutely not, I'm perfect in every way, he realizes he is not perfect in every way, and I give props to him for that. Now, the next one is Jace from the City of Mortal Instruments series. I'm going to say absolutely not. He is just a whiny, angsty dude, bro, and I can't deal with him. But I think when I was, whenever I read it, 14, 15, I thought he was pretty cute. Growing up, and then, thinking back on the books, that's gonna be a no for me. Next up is Darlington from Ninth House, and I'm going to go with, I'll make it work. Darlington is handsome. He's smart. He's a little pompous, and that's why I'm not going to say soulmate material. But Darlington is a darling. And he's one of the best characters that Leigh Bardugo has written. I could not find a great fan art. This is like the only fan art of Karthik and Gemma from the Gemma Doyle trilogy. But Karthik is soulmate material. He is just adorable. He was my first book boyfriend ever. And we need to have a conversation as to why people are sleeping on him. Maybe because the Gemma Doyle trilogy is pretty old. It's like, I don't know, maybe it's definitely a decade old, if not 15 years old. So maybe people have forgotten him and Gemma and the whole book series, but that's unacceptable. I'm just saying. Get into it. He is perfection in a nutshell. Next up is Kaz Brecker. He's going to be a fixer-upper from Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. He is a criminal. And it's not a secret. And he also has a lot of PTSD, and he has OCD from his PTSD. Now, I am not going to get with you if you have not resolved those problems. And I can say that because I have PTSD and OCD, so don't come at me in the comments. I know what he needs. And though I did say that I'm not going to help you fix yourself up, okay, I'm going to change it a little bit for Kaz in the fact that I'm going to point him in the direction of, first, he needs to see a trauma specialist. And then when he resolves his trauma, when he recovers and heals from his trauma, he's going to go into ERP therapy for his OCD. I'm kind of on the fence right now, trying to see if I want to spoil the duology or not. But he developed OCD from trauma when he was a child, and he does not want to touch people, so he wears gloves and he doesn't touch people because of his OCD, namely because of the trauma that he endured when he was younger. And that is something that I will help you along, but you need to do it for yourself. Next up is Gail, and friend zone. Oh, I just covered. Oops. I'm not great with Canva, and this is the first time I'm doing this, but I'm just gonna friend zone him, just like what Katniss did. I choose Peeta over Gale. Yeah, if I was in Katniss's situation, I would also friend zone Gale. I'm not. That's a whole thing. That's tough. I'm not gonna say that it was entirely his fault that Katniss's sister was killed, but I completely understand why you can't do that with him. Next up is Cardan from The Cruel Prince, and that's absolutely not. He's whiny, he's a brat. I'm not dealing with you. Thank you. That's really simple. I didn't even really like that series. I read the first book and I was done. Okay, and then next up is Rhysand, and he is actually I'm gonna make it work. I'll make it work, and this is only because that he's Feyre has to die. He's adorable, but he already has a mate, so tough situation. But I do love him. And then finally is Asriel, and I'll make it work. I don't know who his soulmate is. Do we know? I don't think we do. So that's something. But he's still pining over Elaine, but Elaine is soulmates with Lucian, and I don't like that, actually. I don't like that pairing. But I'll make it work because I have room. Well, thank you so much for my book boyfriend tier list joining me and bearing with me. Maybe I can do this a little better and have a whole new list and in the future do this again and again and again because it is really fun. And I enjoy watching the tier videos, but I can't really seem to make it work like other people do. So I'll see how it goes. And if this was enjoying for you, please comment about your book boyfriend preferences. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.